Let's get away. Fucking tired as shit. Ain't sure they're already gonna do. I was about to pass out, but alright, let's get it. Josh Allen, I think they're 9-5. They actually have a decent record. They got a pretty decent team. Alright, I got one in. I got another one.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Why is it? Is my headphone? Is it dead?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. But look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll take this to the other side of the field before going out of bounds.
You know how to beat this
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting.
Okay, bro. Why the fuck is my mic not connected? It's just going to piss me the
42
fuck
yards
off.
rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
It's rock, dude.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now...
I gotta try to figure out my fucking headset. I don't know why this shit is not working. What the fuck? Why can't I add my... I'm about to get pissed off. Dumbass shit's not working. I don't know why my shit is not connected. I'm actually about to get fucking pissed off. I don't know why it's not connecting. This shit's dumb as fuck. I don't know why this shit is not working. I don't even know what the fuck to do. Shit's pissing me the fuck off. This dumbass fucking shit doesn't even want to fucking connect. Alright, bro.
They deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown, Texans. Dante Thornton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by quarterback. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember the offense. There he goes, right side.
An NFL leading rusher, baby.
To the end zone, touchdown, Green Bay. great play there. 68 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
That boy was
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Hello. I'm trying to get my shit fixed. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that.
Let that happen.
Maybe get this game
Touchdown
tied up.
happen.
And the Texans first down.
On play action, Allen.
Let that
Gets
happen.
man down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first
We're
down.
going to one. We're doing.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. From the 35, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
To the air, Allen. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, yeah. That's 2-1. Oh, 2-1 scribbling now. No way you let Josh out.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Couldn't figure out my mind, so I got 12. So,
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Love now. And this one is going too far out in front.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here we go, set. Watch out now.
On 3rd down, Shields. And brought down, but
They
not
say
before
his
he was able
name
to
now.
break the tackle, and the
Oh,
extra effort
shit.
moves the sticks.
That's recognition.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
Come on, set. Red 38. Set.
They'll try to left side.
No way. I was about to put right there. I like that
Game,
part.
at least for the moment,
Yeah,
as they'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground.
To the crib. Hey, she is.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
21. Texans 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Good D.
That one drops
That's
down.
who's the next one?
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He was about to try to truck
Houston. Josh Allen.
Josh
He has
Allen.
career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Boy.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Black 40.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's another one.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
He might have been
Extra
like
point by
6
Booker is
days.
on target. And the lead now up to 14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Quarter was wrong.
Incomplete.
He's in for a lead.
Connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Down. Hut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Set. Ready. Hut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, Shields. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Yeah, we're going to make sure
So
it's
halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports.
Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the Mile High city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Jaguars. And this is the Broncos quarterback just picking apart the defense. One of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Broncos run their winning streak to double digits as they get their 10th straight victory. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the former star at nearby Ohio State, Quinshawn Judkins. He's going to take this one in, 7 yards on the rushing touchdown. The Browns come away with an 8-point victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Will Levis. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Saints get their 9th win of the season as they get the victory here. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Houston set to take over. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Yeah, they better get that shit back.
Up the middle they go. Shields. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the stick's on. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Love from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Shields. Now he's into the clear again. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Love. And it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Here we go. Ready.
At the 2-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker sets the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because
Why does my fucking headphones not work, brother?
the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Allen off the play fake.
Why are we in zone? Like, literally, why the fuck?
Houston. Tank Dell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Yeah, my fucking headphones aren't working. I don't fucking know.
This drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Packer first down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at it, 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 44.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
Here we go. Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Shields. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Shields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good.
Get your hands up, Tay Shields, boy.
They'll run on first down. Shields.
Spun the wrong way, Tay.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on the
Christmas Eve. They're only down 2 touchdowns.
Back now in Houston.
They're only down
It's Packer
2
football here. They've got the
touchdowns.
lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
I believe in them. Surely I believe it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready. 52 ball.
Now a handoff up the middle. Shields.
Wow, that's a fly.
Right around the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First down. First and goal, Green Bay.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Get me in there, Tay.
His way down to about the 1-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Wow, he just completely missed that tackle.
Packer touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21.
Them boys always going to have the speed to
Now
win that
after the
race.
touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Really?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Remember, they have won 3 straight.
One of
Getting
my
a 4th
shits
straight
just
does
breaking
not
down
appear to
on
be
me.
in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
That really put me in a good mood.
Looking to put a drive together. Allen going to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. Fights through and now a crease. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes
nowhere, buddy.
Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass right side caught by Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the Texans, 1st down.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Picked on his ass again.
That's good for a gain of 6.
That's the best corner in the league right now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. And
Oh, they're determined.
Right
I love this.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
Then they picked on 2-1.
Touchdown.
Josh Allen. What a pig.
Dante Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, boy, Arthur almost got
Extra
there.
point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Side pig. Oh, fuck.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position
Let's get Tavis
type
ready.
of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want
this
to
one will
go
get on the
deep,
top.
those types of things. Now that they
might
give
get
them
him
that
the
type
rush
of field
again.
position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Still plenty of time to get the ball back. They scored. Break that record.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
He's gone.
A juke into space.
He's gone. The league's best.
Packers.
The league's best.
A great play there. 51 yards. And the Packers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a
Most
run
rushing
at
yards
an
in a
NFL
game.
record.
14. 416.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
33-yard line.
Go, go.
Allen now looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. That is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the... Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here we go, 1st and goal.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard
Allen.
line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 1st down, Shields. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up the middle they go. Shields. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Green Jack. Set.
Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
That's good for a Packers.
Ready?
First down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Shields. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Go win him, go win him. Hey.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Set.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Set. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Darian Porter on the coverage.
Here's Allen to throw it. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Green Bay, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.